So this story comes from Washington State, and it's about 4 Centralia police officers who have been fired because they ignored a 911 call about a domestic disturbance to have lunch and milkshakes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they were paid to serve and protect, and they decided to go get some milkshakes and bring all the boys down to the yard. That is just unbelievable, but let's get into the story. And so the backstory is that back in June of last year, there was a domestic disturbance call. And even after learning that the victim had a order of protection, the police were still too busy stuffing their faces and having milkshakes. And so Sergeant John Dorff, officers Michael Smearer, Jocelyn Giammalva, and Phil Reynolds are accused of ignoring the call for aid. So they're being paid to do a job, and this person has an order of protection, meaning that the person that is after them clearly wants to get at them, because that's how you get an order of protection. Those are tough to get. So if you actually have that person needs help, and they were too busy having milkshakes. And so we find out that one of the officers who received the call used one of the other officers' call sign as a joke, but apparently didn't tell the officer that they used their call sign or the others about the 911 call. So video footage shows that about 30 minutes after the initial call came in, one of the officers is seen leaving the police station in her marked patrol car. And while in the vehicle, the officer says that they acknowledged receiving both 911 calls and that they knew there was an order of protection. And so you would think that after learning about the 911 call and also the order of protection, that the officer, who was Giammalva, would go and help this person. Well, instead, video footage shows Giammalva driving her patrol car away from the station and returning back to the station with drink holders that contained milkshakes for the lunch that the officers were having. While this person is calling for help, she went out to go get milkshakes to go wash down the meal. And so the chief of Centralia Police, who is Stacy Denham, says that she learned about the alleged delayed response via a Facebook post, and that's when she launched an investigation. And so the reasons that the officers gave for their delayed response ranged from not hearing the initial call to having lunch to one officer saying that there was, quote, no blood, no screaming, no asking for help, end quote. That is insane. That is the quality that police officers are putting out on the streets, man. Unreal.